we test marking it to see how people respond. Because on Wednesday nights, we kind of do a little Black History class. Now, I want y'all to understand that I'm not a racist and I'm not prejudiced. And I want every nationality on our team. But in my opinion, I feel like you start at home first.
That's right, that's right.
So we meet on Wednesday night to do a little Black history and try to discover and get to know ourselves a little bit better. So sometimes we go all the way back to 7/11, 8/11, 9/11, and come all the way up to now, because there's massive confusion going on in the community that keep us from uniting, because that's where our strength is. Because if you go back, you'll find out in the beginning, everybody that was in control and was in power and in riches looked like us. So we do a little test marking on that, because what we have discovered is once we unite, once we get it, once we understand, there is no other nationality that can outperform us when we get it. Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the list is long. Once they figured out for sure who they were and why they're here, their purpose for being here, no one can outperform us. So we getting together, putting together a plan. And once we get this plan in alignment, we just have to make a decision on how large we want to grow our team. And one thing that we have discovered is, because we've been mentored by someone, and he said, after you get all the information on this herb, all this information on the compensation plan, once we get ready to do this business, there's one little adjustment we have to make, because our community is a little more special than every other community. And we can't do it until we fix it, until we tweak it. At one time, Africa was called Ethiopia, until this guy came along named Scipio Africano that gave away $100 million that overthrew the government in Egypt back in 7/11. How many people here who can tell me what the Statue of Liberty represents? Any hands? Did y'all hear that? It recommends freedom. It was a black woman, but since she's Europeanized now, they got up there and tweaked her nose and her lips. No one ever think about it. The Statue of Liberty is a black woman that was donated to the United States. She still has the chains and shackles on her ankle. I asked my daughter, that's 19 years old, that's a sophomore in college, how many Black history courses have you taken? And her answer was 0. She's Europeanized. See, if you don't know where you come from, how are you going to get to where you're going?
Come on, man.
There's a reason why there's no Black history courses. It doesn't make you fully understand who you are. So there's massive confusion, massive destruction, and it creates separation. So it doesn't matter what we're presented with, if there's no unity, if there's no trust, if there's no love, we can't go anywhere. If I can't love you, if I can't love me, I can't get you to trust me. I can't get you to take a bullet for me. If I won't do for you what I do for him, if I'm not asking you, do something for me that I won't do for you, if we can't travel up together, then we at a standstill. Because see, I've been playing with this network marketing thing for a while. And I figured out that that's what the problem is. We got to learn how to love ourselves, love each other, trust each other, and then we can create anything we want. But see, we really have no options, because if we don't do that, we need to stop fooling ourselves. We ain't going nowhere. And that's a bigger problem in our community, in our home. We don't have to be concerned about anything else. Because see, other people, until we can fix our home, they're not going to come in. See, we keep looking for another community to come in and deliver us. It's not going to happen. Because they understand. See, anytime we talk about our history, we sound like rebels. But any other nationality talk about their history, it's patriotic. So we formed a meeting on Wednesday night, and we're going to add one at a time, and form something that's going to be unstoppable. We got to become positive, loving, trusting, caring, and then we got to do some work. I want to tell y'all a story. I had a friend of mine who said, I love my friend, but she's the most negative person I ever met in my life, and I want to try to help her if I can. And she came to me and said, Chuck, can you help me out with my friend? Well, I said, you know, I know psychologists and psychiatrists and doctors, and I don't have a degree in any of those things, but I listen to them. So she said, will you just talk to this lady for me? Maybe you can change her attitude, because she's a good person, but she's just angry and mad at the world and negative about everything. So I told her, bring her down one morning, I'll talk to her before I get busy with my customers. And sure enough, they showed up on time. And I saw the lady come in, and she was just walking with anger. I had never seen that much negativity and anger in a woman in my life. And I'm like, oh my God. So she come in, I said, well, you know, we got about 10 minutes to talk. And she said, I heard you could help me, Chuck. I got this job, and I hate my job. I hate the people there. I hate everything about it. I don't want to go. Can you help me out? And I said, well, I think I can, if you just talk to me and give me a little time. She said, well, you know, help me out. Tell me what I need to do, because so far, you're not helping me out. So I began to talk to her. I said, well, what do you like about your job? She said, I don't like anything about my job. See, the problem is, some people got problems, and they like keeping this problem, because then they can tell you and you and you and you about what they don't like. So I asked people, I said, so you want me to fix it, or do you want me to just listen to you? She said, I want you to fix it. But so far, you're not giving me any information. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I got a question to ask you. I said, do they pay you? She said, yeah. I said, so you do like something about your job? I said, get out a pen and a piece of paper. I want you to write down what you like about your job. And she had an attitude, because she didn't want to write down that they pay her. I said, well, I'll tell you one thing. I said, most people in life want to take the second step before they take the first step. So I need to know if you want me to fix this or just listen to you. So she got out a pencil and piece of paper, and she started writing it down. They pay you. We found out there was 22 things she liked about the job. She liked the pay. She had a 3-week vacation. She was on the board to help make decisions. She had her own office. She had her own personal assistant. By the time we finished, she had written down 22 things she liked about her job. So then I told her, so you see this list right here that you like about your job? When you go home at night, because see, the eyes is the window to your soul. Did y'all know that? You can find out whether a person is telling you the truth or not on how they look at you in your eyes. That's what I want you to do with this list when you go home at night. I want you to get in the mirror and look in your eyes. And I don't want you to read off 22 things that you like about your job. I want you to get in that mirror and I want you to repeat 22 things that you love about your job every morning and every night. I love my pay. I love my private office. I love my decision making. If you will do that every day, I guarantee you it will fix your problem. And a couple of weeks later, I saw that lady in the grocery store and I was like, oh, there she is. I tried to avoid it. She, hey, Chuck, let me talk to you. And she was grinning so big you could have slid a banana in her mouth sideways. And she hit me up, so I said, so how's everything going with the job? And she says to me, do you know all those people on that job changed? Huh? They all changed. Because she thought they all should have been fired. People, let me tell you something. When we get the right mindset and stop shifting the blame and release this ball and chain and start loving ourselves, start loving each other, start trusting each other, and you carry that every day. You wake up in the morning, you don't go looking for friends. If you become a friend, they're all around you. You can build your team to wherever you want to go. The problem is, sometimes we don't want to drop our bad habits to learn something new.
Hello.
This is new.
Hello.
And it's a little more complicated in our community. Until we change, nothing's going to change. Network marketing builds more millionaires than any other business in the United States. We're in the toughest economy. So I'm asking you tonight, think about what I'm going to say. Everything you know, everything you have studied, all of your life is contributing to your income now. And how is that working out so far? When we get together, I value my time, I value your time. We have to grow. We have to get something every day. This is Team Oxygen. I'm ready to explode in 2013. We got Premier Lavelle Diamond here going to show us some new products.